the problem is not short term because the we have experienced shortages occasionally, and it was getting more and more frequent. So that in 2018, I recall the proposal to do tax-free, duty-free did not come from us, although we advocated it, but it came from the economic managers because they were seeing that the price of food was becoming unaffordable to the consumers. So okay, that was then. That was even before ASF. Now today we have ASF, and we had already pointed out to the government that the ASF is not a simple disease to eradicate because it took Spain, I think, 30 years to eradicate ASF, and it needed a lot of technology and a lot of monetary help from the European Union. So when ASF came into the Philippines, it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. So now we are facing a situation wherein I'm sure even Mr. So will agree that the recovery cannot happen within 5 years. If Spain, being an EU country, needed 30 years, we will take much longer than that. So now, the problem now is not a short-term problem, it is a long-term problem. We will be experiencing pork deficits for many, many years to come. So the solution, which applied then, applies even more now. We need to bring down the cost of food. And one of the big costs that plays in our landed cost is the import duty, which is 30% in quota and 40% out quota. Now, we had said to the NEDA that if you reduce import duty by 10% nominal, then at $3 a kilo for pork, for example, then at 50 pesos for the exchange rate, we are talking 150 peso cost, then we can reduce the price by 15 pesos for 10%. Now, this cost is not a theoretical cost, it is an absolute cost, and it can be passed on to the consumer immediately. If they reduce the import duty to zero, then the landed cost will come down by easily from, let's say, 30 to 45%, 30 to 45 pesos or more, for depending on the cut of pork. Now, this can be passed on to the consumers immediately. What we need to do is that we need to link up the retail end, so that if they agree to maintain the SRP below 300, I think that is a possibility for certain cuts of pork.